On est champion!
Winning and becoming a champion is difficult, but repeating and staying champion is almost even more difficult. That's what's facing the Montreal Alouettes this year. So what is it going to take for them to repeat as champions and once again march the Grey Cup through downtown Montreal this fall?
To tell you the truth, it's going to be a tough battle, and there's going to be some ups, there's going to be some downs, good, bad, ugly, and we just got to fight through it like we did last year.
2023 was quite a year for the Montreal Alouettes. They came out of nowhere and won the Grey Cup. But after last year's surprise, no one is making the mistake of ranking them last in the preseason rankings this year. They have gone from being the underdogs to the champions that will be targeted every time they take the field.
When we take a look at where we were last year, there was a point in time we didn't have an owner, we didn't have a team president, we didn't have a head coach, we didn't have a starting quarterback. We want some semblance of continuity, and we think we have a nucleus in place.
To get the job done, General Manager Danny Machocha is betting on consistency. Many of the starters on both offense and defense are returning this season, namely starting quarterback Cody Fajardo.
Oh, it's been incredible. I don't think many people knew who I was last year, and it's just been really cool to hear people's personal stories about where they were when we won the Grey Cup.
Since the great Anthony Calvillo last played in 2013, Montreal has had a whopping 17 different starting quarterbacks before finding Fajardo. And there's a saying in football attributed to John Madden: if you have two quarterbacks, you have none. So you can read that as having 17 quarterbacks over 10 years, as the Alouettes not having one in a long time. They also cycled through head coaches since Mark Trestman last led Montreal to the promised land. 8 different men did the job before Jason Maas. But both Maas and Fajardo now have new contracts.
That word consistency does come up. I mean, it's nice to have it from an owner to a president to a GM and the coaching staff and players.
So with the cornerstones set in place, is repeating realistic? Well, it's been done in the CFL 8 times since 1950, including in 2009-2010 by the Alouettes, led by the aforementioned Anthony Calvillo. It can be done, it's just difficult.
You can either sit on that win and try to cruise or live of last year, but try to win it again. It's a culture and a mentality that we've been installing since day one of camp. First of all, saying we're stopped talking about last year.
Alouettes fans can now start thinking about raising a 9th banner at Percival Molson Stadium.